Hello, Gnomad Nation, and welcome back to another episode of the Gnomad Gamers podcast.
Why are you talking goofy?
It's the content creator speak.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Today we're going to be learning about.
Yeah.
God. I'll end up falling asleep with that kind of a voice.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. But today we're back talking again about Assassin's Creed. We're off Black Flag, but today we're talking about Origins.
Yeah.
Considering that's the one that I've been kind of playing on. That was the one that they asked if I wanted to play next.
That was also
Origins.
the one we
Yeah.
talking about last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That you can't seem to get off of, so I just decided to go to it.
Thank you guys, those who are supporting us on Facebook. You know how many we're at right now?
I haven't checked. No.
Hang on, let me
Pull
move
it
on.
up.
Move on to
Pull it
YouTube.
up, pull it up, Jamie. Yeah, start with
Yeah,
YouTube.
move on to
in order,
YouTube.
how we usually go. YouTube, then Facebook.
Well, we don't have to go in a certain order.
Yeah,
Tech
we do.
guy just got to be on top of things.
I am
Be
on top
ready.
of it. No, that's not my problem. Who's having to look up information right now? Because they went into the wrong order of things.
Doesn't matter.
Crazy.
We're at 19 likes and 51 followers.
50.
Holy shit! We are
We went up
49 away.
49 away.
Something's going on with my Streamlabs.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Because I'm in the wrong one, that's why.
Ah, man, tech
Oops.
issues, huh?
Yeah? Yeah, you know what?
Crazy how that works.
19 likes, 51 followers. We need 49 more followers before we can bring this live to everybody.
Facebook,
everybody,
on all
yeah.
of our platforms.
Yeah.
That's gonna be great.
Well, you know what that means? It means once we get to that other 49, we're going to be forced to figure out how to run the other streaming service for our podcast.
You're talking about-
Well, considering my page isn't at 100 followers yet, then I could probably just run Gnomad Gamers off of my Streamlabs.
For Facebook?
Yeah.
No, you need 100 followers. I tried.
You do need
Facebook is very
You're
strict.
very strict. You need
Very strict.
Right, but I could run Nomad Gamers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I got
Yeah,
you.
this is
Since
something
I'm
that-
not, since I'm not
I
at
got
100.
you.
Yeah, it's something
Gotcha.
off camera.
Yeah, why are we talking about this?
Yeah, move
Move us
on.
on. Move us on.
All right, for those who are watching us on YouTube, thank you. Hit that like button, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell, so that way you can you get notified whenever we post. That goes for
beautiful
the
mugs.
That goes for podcasts, group streams,
Talking
group-
Tuesday, Thirsty Thursday.
Oh, I thought you were doing those on your actual account.
No, those go to Nomad Gamers.
Okay, well, yep. Talking Tuesday, Thursday, group streams, group content that we decide to do together. You know, anything that involves these three ugly mugs.
The free Gnomies.
Mm-hmm.
God, that really did not sound as cool as it sounded in my head.
Yeah, well,
We're gonna leave that there next time.
shit happens.
So, moving this on.
Yes. Move us on.
Well, he's the one leading the charge right now today.
All right.
So
Well,
good
Nomad
for you.
News. Do you guys have anything? Or
I
I don't really
It's
have
been-
any news this time.
No,
I'm
it's
not
been-
gonna lie.
it's-
It's been kind of quiet.
It's been crazy for me.
kind of quiet?
Kind of quiet. Yeah.
Considering, I'm surprised you haven't heard this news. Then
What?
What's the news?
Obsidian Entertainment
Mhm.
has reacquired all the writers and all the developers that were originally on New Vegas.
Thought they did that.
Yeah,
in
so?
Outer Worlds.
Like
They're not-
everybody's back now.
Yeah, but
That
then-
doesn't always mean. That doesn't
yeah,
necessarily.
that doesn't mean
mean a
that
good thing.
anything's happening
Yeah.
with New Vegas.
All that means is that's like saying the team who made Modern Warfare 3 is all back together now. That doesn't mean jack and shit if they can't do anything with the New Vegas.
Yeah. Because Fallout's already said they're not coming back with another New Vegas.
But
They're so stupid.
They're gonna
But
publish 5, and then they're gonna go with
yeah, but
whatever.
think about. Okay, hold on. Think about this. Think about this. Okay, everybody with New Vegas is back together.
Yeah, bro.
The new season for Fallout TV show is going to New Vegas.
Mhm.
Are we sure about that?
Yeah.
We are.
Yes.
Where did we get that news
I
from?
mean, it's not confirmed,
You
but
see,
the thing is with speculation.
this is what I had to say
when
on
it's a
Talking
heavy-
Tuesday too.
When it's a heavy hand that's implying something, it's definitely more than likely, probably 80%
Game developers,
not going to be there.
game
Okay.
developers, and a TV producer are 2 different
Okay,
things.
but here, just
Not when
Hear
they're
me out.
working hand in hand.
hear me out. All right.
They are. Ted Howard has had a hand in the creation of the TV
Christ.
show.
That
Okay.
dude could fuck
Okay.
up a wet dream.
Okay.
I mean, he can. That's a saying I've heard. So go continue with your news. Sorry, go ahead.
What if they contracted out Obsidian
Mm-hmm.
while because they're still working on Skyrim 6.
And
they're
Fallout
still
5.
And Fallout 5.
Fallout 5.
And any
Okay, so we know Bethesda's hands are full. What if they contract out Obsidian to create New Vegas 2 to coincide with the events of the TV show?
That would go against what they've already said. They've already said that they are not working on, and they will not be
Okay,
working on it.
but how many times have companies said that they're not working on something and then come around and
How many
say,
times have-
surprise?
How many times have you seen Bethesda do it?
I'm just
But
saying,
it's not. But
Bethesda
technically,
wasn't
it's
the opposite.
not.
Hold on,
Here's the
hold on,
thing.
hold on.
Here's the thing.
It's
about-
not
Bethesda
Bethesda.
has also said we're going to release this game and it's going to have a ton of features, and then they released Starfield.
Which had a ton of features. It was a
It
great
did
game.
not have a ton of features.
It did.
It was not a great game.
Anyways.
It's an okay game now.
See who pulled it out of me this time? But I don't know, man. I'm just trying to keep expectations low. Would I like to see another Fallout game before Fallout 5? Absolutely. I'm not going to get my hopes up, and I'm not going off of a pipe dream and they got the band back together when in all reality they could be working on Outer Land 2. I mean, there could be 101 possibilities. I just don't like living in the whole what if, because we're doing it already with Grand Theft Auto 6.
Mm-hmm.
We're already doing it with all the new consoles coming out. I really don't. Man, I'm getting tired of reporting on what ifs. So I get it. You're excited, and I get it that you know everybody wants to see a New Vegas 2.
Oh my god!
However,
do so well.
If they are, we're going to hear something about it by this summer.
No.
Knowing Bethesda, we won't hear about it until the next E3.
And you know what?
Then,
And
then we won't see it for the next 20 years.
And you know, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about this today too.
Yeah.
Okay,
What do you think?
I was thinking about this the episode tonight and some of the things, but
Some of the-
one of them was, why are these developers so tight knit and tight lipped about their projects? We already know.
Build hype.
We already know Bethesda's going to come out with Fallout 5, that new Skyrim or Elder Scrolls or whatever the fuck it's called. They're going to come out with all these games that they've already produced, and it's just going to be another chapter in the games coming out for them. Grand Theft Auto 5. We know they're coming out with Grand Theft Auto 6. How about this? You don't have to update us every 2 fucking weeks, but maybe every other month. Let us know what you're working on. At least then you're going to keep everybody's attention, and enthusiasm is just going to build for it.
I don't think you understand how what they're doing currently is building the most hype around these games.
By not knowing and just sitting
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No.
Speculation builds so much hype.
Yeah,
You're
and
a
it also
minority. You're
builds.
speaking as a minority right now in this
It
situation.
also builds.
I don't think you understand that's how it's worked for the golden age of gaming.
It also no
Yes.
bullshit.
Yes.
Don't
When you
talk
saw-
to me about
when you saw-
golden age goddamn
when
gaming.
when you saw a trailer for the next Call of Duty or Battlefield or a Star Wars game, you saw a teaser trailer for it. That's awesome. You don't
How
hear
many
anything-
times in the last 5 years
Mhm.
have we been disappointed
That's because we're not in the
about
old age
a
anymore.
game that has come out?
What is that?
good.
Let me ask this: what is your point
Because
Isn't that
everybody
saying that?
speculates, everyone says,
But they were doing that beforehand, so
oh,
it has not changed.
okay, Chungus, we're going to agree to disagree here.
Oh,
Because,
he's losing and he doesn't want to continue.
no,
Okay.
I'm not losing it. We need to keep going on this. We got a lot of material to cover. But I'm telling you, fuck it. I'm not even going to go any farther. You're in one of those moods tonight you were before we came on air. I'm not biting into it.
That's fine. I mean, Fireball and I will agree because we legitimately have the time put into the gaming industry.
You guys are living off of a hope and a prayer that
Because that's how it's been.
I'd put money that they're not going to make it.
I mean, yeah, you can put money down and say.
I'm not saying that they're going to make it. I'm saying it would be smart and they would make money. And
They would. I personally think they need to redo all of their titles in almost like what Grand Theft Auto did with the trilogy, and then re-release it. Like
do you
Fallout 3, come back with Fallout 2.
But you also see how horrible that trilogy launched, how bad it was.
Yeah, because it's not GTA 5.
I mean, yeah, but you could also say the same thing about Bethesda when it comes to the Fallout titles, is they could be more...
Would you buy it?
I'd wait to see what
Would you buy it?
I would wait to see what it looks like.
You would not. You'd go out and buy it.
No, I would not, because I was wanting to buy the definitive collection for the GTA, and then I saw how trash it was, and I was like, no.
There's no point.
Yeah.
I own those games on the older systems. If you go play.
Yeah. I own GTA San Andreas on my phone.
See, I don't buy into the whole buying a remaster because it's the same
I hate
game
remasters.
and it's just updated graphics. I don't care. Remake the game into a new engine and then we'll talk.
Yeah,
that's what I like to see. I like seeing remakes, true remakes.
If the Fallout games were remade into the Fallout 4 engine or better,
I'm game for it.
I'd game for it. But if they literally just say, "Oh, updated graphics, same engine, same models, same everything, just updated graphics, here you go," I'd be like,
I'm not paying $70
I'm not
for that.
paying for that.
70.
That's what they're going to charge.
You better get that up to like 80 or 90, considering GTA 6 is talking like 100.
That's for their special edition.
Yeah, well,
7-day early access, whatever. But I do actually have some gaming news. It's nothing big. This was like nothing really.
Okay, what's up?
Super big. Xbox talking about more titles going to PlayStation.
Oh, it's already been confirmed. Halo's going to PlayStation.
No. More than what they've already announced.
Really?
They're announcing more titles. Nothing super huge. Age of Empires. It's only an RTS.
Yeah,
that's really it. I mean, people are like, oh, I say nothing really, but it's still important. It's a Microsoft exclusive going to PlayStation.
They're throwing Sony a bone.
And you know what?
Whatever.
They're making money.
Yeah.
They're chilling.
At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's making money. So I get it. Anything going on TikTok?
Looks like we got one volume. We got one.
Any comments?
No, we got nothing.
Okay.
Right now.
All right, well, let's push off into
Assassin's
main topic.
Yeah.
So how far have you guys gotten?
I beat the game.
Oh, I know you have. What about you?
About halfway through.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I sat through the hour worth of a wannabe movie. That's my one biggest complaint about Assassin's Creed, is that you sit through way too much cinematics. And to tell you the honest to God truth, in my opinion, Origins has been by far the most boring game of the Assassin's Creeds that I have played. There's no about it. At least not in my opinion. You can have your own opinion, and that is 100% okay.
Okay, then what do you think about the combat?
I thought it sucked. They packed way too much into it.
I'm not going to disagree with that at all because I have not liked
what about the free running?
I feel like the free running in all the Assassin's Creed, it gets better as they go along.
Yeah.
The only misstep I will say that the free running took a kind of a dive in was Origins, but that's only for the lack of things to realistically climb.
I mean, yeah,
because you can climb certain rock faces, you can climb the pyramids, you can climb buildings when you get there. But I mean, in the setting, there's no. It's ancient Egypt.
The story was
ancient
decent.
Egypt. I mean,
it's ancient Egypt.
But when you do get to like the not palaces, but the large
Alexandria,
the large freaking population centers, is like there's a lot to climb. To be fair, but it's also still fairly bland. Because
Yeah.
if I
Okay.
just to compare
That's a better
to
word
compare-
that I was
to
trying to
compare
think
it
of.
fairly to like Unity. Unity is set in a metropolis. Let's be
Mhm.
real here. A metropolitan area. It's a huge city. It's Paris.
Okay.
I
what
mean,
what did you think of the Eagle Eye?
At first, I didn't like it, but then it started growing on me.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I would say.
It was weird. I didn't like how the guards could take it out,
Yeah.
but it started growing on me. I mean, once you get taken out once or twice, you start to form your own battle plan for it, and once you do, it gets better.
What about you, Chunky?
I'd give it a solid
I
C.
honestly, from the get-go, I was like, "Oh, this is cool. It's true. It's a true eagle eye. That's awesome."
Till you
And
get
then I
shot down.
immediately, I never had a problem with that at
Oh.
all.
No,
I
I've never
did.
had a problem with that.
Legitimately, I'm just like, "Oh, this is cool. I'm never using this again." Because the way the combat is, I'm
Yep.
just gonna run in and beat everything to death.
Yeah,
I literally, that's what I did. Unless I had to use Eagle Eye to locate a certain target or just like actually look around for shit, I never used it.
Yeah, that's the same.
There was like no point in doing it for me.
I mean, I still.
and also before we continue on with like our own opinion pieces on the game, for those who may not know what the game is, yes, they can research it on their own. But to inform our audience of it, Assassin's Creed Origins, it takes place in ancient Egypt. You play as an Egyptian Magi
Yeah, Magi.
named Bayek of Siwa, and with his wife, they work to protect people of the Ptolemaic Egypt during a time of widespread upheaval. The Pharaoh, Ptolemy. Wow, I can't
brutal
count.
soldiers.
Not dying. No, what's X again? X is 10. Right?
Yeah.
Roman numerals 10.
Yeah.
13. The 13th struggles to maintain his rule while harboring ambitions of expanding his kingdom. His sister Cleopatra begins marshaling loyalist forces to launch a counter coup against Ptolemy. Utilizing the Roman Republic and Julius Caesar. Wow, I believe that is speaking. Caesar. I'm stuttering right now.
Spit it out,
Junior. Today, Junior. But
Jesus.
but this is before, as it's stated in Origins. This is the origins of the Assassin Order that we play through, that we get to, and we create the Order.
Yep.
This is the beginning. So I get why the gameplay is a bit different because we're not assassins yet.
It didn't really.
I understand that, but like it's also. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a fan of the RPG elements that they've added.
No, not at all.
It's not fun.
The hell.
I don't like having to grind to play the story.
I've literally
not for Assassin's Creed games. Let me be specific because I do like playing MMOs and things like that.
Man, on the last episode, Chungus, you would have thought Fireball was in love with this game.
He's just the one he was playing.
Yeah, it was just the one I was playing.
Jesus.
Okay, I will say this.
Yeah.
This is some of the things that I do hate about the RPG aspect of it.
Mhm.
You have to do the side quests.
That's why I don't.
That was annoying.
I never like that in any game. Never force me to do side content because it makes me not want to explore.
Because
I'm like,
you have to get so far. You have to be this level to unlock this mission, or you have to be this level to be able to actually have a
effectively attack.
Effectively be able to get through.
Yes.
You have to upgrade your equipment in order to deal more damage. You have to upgrade.
You gotta go.
You have to go
all these
hunting.
things.
You have to get these materials to upgrade your health, to upgrade your hidden blade, to upgrade
which
you have to go do the synchronization points to upgrade your eagle eye. Like for a group of content creators like ourselves that give ourselves a certain amount of time and to research these games to be able to come on and inform you, but also still have a 9-to-5 job. We don't have time to have to get sidetracked every single time.
Yeah.
Or watch an hour-long movie.
This is why I was surprised when Godfather said, I'm halfway through, because I'm like, I'm only to level 15, and I don't even think that's a quarter of the way through. I just got outside of Alexandria.
You just got outside Alexandria. You've met Caesar already?
No.
You have not met Caesar?
I have not met Caesar.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, you got a ways to go still.
Yeah. So it's like...
Because you get to a certain point, I think like once you get to like around level 20-ish is where you start to reach towards the end. I say towards the end. Notice how I'm going to re-specify this. This is like opening a door down a corridor. You can see the end in sight, but you're just, you know?
Yeah. And it's like, I want to play the game. I find it really fun, you know, actually kind of messing around with the gear standard with you know, trying to actually play as an assassin. But even then, I have to go upgrade my hidden blade so that way I do more damage.
I'm not gonna lie, that was the worst decision. Making the hidden blade not insta kill is insane.
Yeah.
And I understand there are certain enemy types that in other games, some of the older games, like you couldn't insta kill with hidden blades. Most of them you could. I think there's like I think 2.
There's very little in this one.
Yeah.
And there's literally like every single enemy you might not kill them instantly. I think that's a little stupid. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then to top that off, I get that we gotta realize when this game released, which was 2017.
Mm-hmm.
This was at the peak of man, I am tired of Assassin's Creed games kind of feeling the same, right? Mm-hmm. Let's be real here. That's what the community was expressing towards Ubisoft, and so they decided to change it. And I think they went a little too far in that regard, changing it, because most people realize, they were probably fatigued about the amount coming out, because there was one coming out every year.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Call of Duty fatigue right there too. Like that's their own issue. But bring it back to Assassin's Creed. I mean, legitimately,
hey, Mr. Britt.
Legitimately, this game was well received, regardless of how we feel about it. When this game came out, it was well received, and people enjoyed it. Some people still didn't like the RPG aspect, but they can get past it because the story and the setting is exactly what they needed.
Oh, the story!
This was perfect.
The story was perfect. The story was great. I really enjoyed the story, moving as far as I've gotten into it. Mm-hmm. You know, you go in to save your wife. And spoiler for those who...
This is a heavy spoiler. If you do plan on watching a playthrough of it or playing it yourselves, we're going to give you 10 seconds to either mute or skip ahead a bit. It'll be annotated down in the description to be able to skip past the spoiler, but go ahead.
I'm waiting till...
Oh, just go. They can skip.
Okay. You know, you going to find your wife, you saving your wife, you assassinating these levels and moving up towards the Pharaoh, you know, meeting Caesar, meeting Cleopatra, you know, what timeline it was in, it was amazing. And I really...
BC, that's
good. For an Assassin's Creed game going so far back and we not knowing what they were going to do with it, it is pretty well good. The only thing that is a really big struggle for me was the gameplay.
Yeah, that's the biggest hurdle. It's getting past the game. Oh, another spoiler real quick. Your son dies, and the group of masked men who took part in setting you up and yada 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 apple yada yada, you know, get it. But yeah, the gameplay is the biggest hurdle to get past because the world environment it's beautiful. There are certain oases that look beautiful. I'm saying like this is like, oh wow, this is what Ubisoft does well, right? We all remember back when the Notre Dame fucking burned down, cathedral burned down in real life, and they literally were like, how are we gonna rebuild this? What are we gonna do? And then Ubisoft said, guys, we have an entire like blueprint, like 3D scan model of it for our game from Unity, because that's what they do. They go to these locations, they do their 3D scanning and all that fancy shit, and they make the map based off of real life. So the fact that they were able to restore a historical building like that because of what they do for their games, that's awesome. And it's clearly shown here that they had to obviously take some liberties, because I mean, I don't think they can go back to 49 BC and, you know,
yeah, they could
have maps of everything, accurate maps of everything. Let me re-specify.
Yeah, just one of my followers in the
just comments. I don't care about.
He just said, "Hey, what's up?"
But no, I mean, it's like the pyramids look super beautiful. Like they look beautiful.
Yeah.
The other thing I really do like is the mount system that they have in the game.
I do have to
I
like
thought
the
that was
mountains.
funny.
I like riding a camel.
Oh, Clyde.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh,
good. The way that
Clyde.
thing sprints is so stupid. It's so good.
Although, they could have done a better job with the camels, but old Clyde, he wasn't too bad.
I immediately went for the chocobo because I got a special edition of the game and I got like a Final Fantasy mashup.
I don't want to hear it.
Bundle. I got a chocobo.
I don't want to hear
I
it.
got a chocobo.
I don't want to hear it.
I had a chocobo.
I don't want to hear it.
It was so good. It was fun.
I got like one of the purple horses, and I'm like, yeah, you're my friend now.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I will say this at least. Even though it was great, like it felt like I was grinding my teeth, just fucking trying to grind out levels and grind up resources to level my equipment up. But I will say it felt rewarding when I did do that.
Yeah.
In the aspect of, man, I can't take on this mission. God, why are you doing this to me? I go spend an hour grinding everything out, upgrade my gear, come back and just one shot everything. I'm like,
That's why.
This is peak. And it's like, well, let me remember an hour ago or how frustrating it was.
Okay, well, here's a question for Chungus, and I don't know if Godfather is able to explore it. What was your favorite weapon type in the game?
The name is escaping me right now, but you know the two-handed shillelagh, the fucking
That was
staff
cool.
with the ball on the end of it.
That's my vote.
Those are my favorite. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Spiked ball?
Yeah, just
That was my. Yeah,
just the
that's
way
my.
those executions were brutal.
Yeah,
That's my vote.
So good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's my vote.
I ran that, and then one of the one-handed like curved swords for my secondary. Yeah.
Like a sickle almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, dude. I'm such a huge fan of that. I don't need a shield. I don't need to. I'll dodge. You know, I'll just dodge out of the way.
90%.
Which is nice too. I like the fact that they added the dodge. I'm like,
90% of the
Mr.
time.
Dark Souls over here.
heavy bit of strength build.
90% of the time, I always forgot to hit the goddamn button to shield to block.
The parry.
Yeah, I mean, it was just too much packed into the combat. Just too much button mashing. It was just.
Yeah, the one thing I really did not like about the combat system was you had, unlike older Assassin's Creed, where it automatically targeted the person that hit you last, you had to manually target.
Yeah, that was another thing that was annoying.
So, like, you could be on like a 3-on-1 or a 4-on-1, and you'd still be attacking the same person, but you got somebody behind you that's hitting you.
Here's the thing that annoyed the hell out of me. It came right out the goddamn gate. When you're sneaking around the weeds, and you had to be by the Nile, because I've been to Egypt, and that's the only place they have fucking weeds at. It's by the Nile.
Remember, this is 49 BC in the past. I don't think you were able to do the Nile.
Motherfucker.
Just saying, man.
Anyways, back to what I was saying before Chungus fucking interrupted me. When you were to go up and you do that little somersault, when you bring him over and then you freaking like stab him in the throat or whatever, could never tell where you stabbed him at because they're always in the weeds. They would sit there and twitch like a goddamn fish out of water.
Well, that was before.
Hold up there, buddy. Then it would alert the other goddamn person, so you're already back in combat. And while you're fighting him, another motherfucker comes around the corner. So now you're fighting that cocksucker. And you're doing all this stuff when you first get in there. When you're hunting down leather.
Well, this is the thing that I hated. Go Chungus.
First issue was trying to do stealth. You should have just went all in.
Well,
Full frontal. I'm being
this
serious.
is the
Full
one thing-
frontal assault, and you never have issues like that because you don't, unless you need the stealth for the mission, obviously.
This is the thing that I hated.
Or you don't want to take on 10 goddamn
and
people.
I think this happens throughout all the Assassin's Creed games. You don't have your hidden blade right away.
No, you don't.
So when you're stealthing at first, you grab them and then you fucking just slam their head.
Well, yeah, but still, when you do that, in all of them that I have played, now Origins is the only goddamn one where they flop like a fucking fish and alert somebody else.
I will say this: the alerting, yes, that is.
It's annoying.
It's not unique to Origins, but it is seen before. But the breaking your stealth is annoying. But I will say this: the body swapping around. Oh, the ragdolling in these games are always horrendous.
No, I mean,
I've seen some horrific body tearing images.
Okay,
like, Jesus
but still,
Christ.
right out of the gate, when you're still trying to learn the goddamn buttons.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. If I'm trying to stealth kill 4 levels higher than what I am, I can see, the body fucking flopping, or, it might stun them or wound them, and then you might have to come back and finish the job. But my God, when you're first coming out of the gate, they hit you with that?
Yeah,
really?
It's a feature, not a bug.
Man.
My biggest thing was
feature.
when you were in the
Make you
prologue
break your
in
goddamn
Siwa
controller.
and you had to break into that compound to kill that one guy.
Mm-hmm.
Which one guy? There's a lot of guys.
I said
During the prologue.
during the prologue.
But there's a lot of guys there too.
In the compound, the main guy. In
Yeah,
the compound.
the main guy.
The target in the compound.
Yeah. I remember one time I was going through it stealthily, and as soon as I smashed the guy's head in, he bugged out. His head stayed put, but his entire his head glitched through the ground, and his entire body was just flailing all around.
That'd be cool to see.
And then it distorted the body. The body went upward, but the head stayed put, so the neck was super extended. And then I got
like
spotted.
Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
And then I got spotted, and I'm like, damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like the ragdolling and the geometry, physics, whatever, within the Assassin's Creed games are never been the best.
No, but
I'm not gonna lie. It's never
at
been
the same
best.
time, coming right out the goddamn gate, and you got 4 people fucking. You break your stealth and you're being attacked by 4, and after you get killed like 4 goddamn times in a row, you're ready to rage quit and throw your controller through the goddamn wall.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I will agree with you on that, because that was not really the tutorial to it was like, this is how you do it. Okay, you did it. Cool.
And then you're fighting a big ass dude that has 1 arm,
mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden he has 2 arms and a shield. And it's like, really? Or maybe my PS5 was glitching out.
I was
Dude only had 1 arm.
I was like,
And then all of a sudden he had 2 arms and a shield. And I'm like, when did he grow another arm?
Old SpongeBob over here. Just
seriously, that's what I'm thinking.
And then you got the first look at the Pharaoh. That dude looked pretty gnarly.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is what inbreeding does. You look fairly.
Oh.
Yeah, you look fairly.
I will say, not all inbreeding is like that. Look at Cleopatra. I mean, Exhibit A, Exhibit B. Sometimes they get lucky. I'm just saying, sometimes they get lucky.
Moving on.
Moving on to what?
I don't know, anything but that.
You brought it up.
I did not bring
You
that
did.
part
You
up.
technically did. You look gnarly. I mean, you brought up looks.
Oh,
So speaking
Oh
of
my
looks,
God.
moving on to graphics. What is your problem, dude? Why are you sitting there not being a happy camper right now?
Graphics.
We're moving on. We're talking about
Yeah.
looks, graphics.
Take a look at your phone.
Graphics. I thought the graphics were.
Nothing but improvements, honestly.
I thought it was very good.
Unironically, nothing
Yeah.
but improvements. I
Yeah,
would say there.
I mean,
some
honestly,
certain animations
I thought they were
aren't
very good.
as well done as I think they probably should have been, or just from previous games.
this is. Remember when I was talking about the
Lack of.
and the laziness by
Mhm.
them when it came to
Not in this
hunting. When it came to hunting, back in Black Flag, when you hunted something, you could actually have the animation to skin it,
Yeah.
and it would just show the bones and stuff afterwards. With this, you kill an animal, you go up, you press Y to loot. All you literally just go, oh, that's it. No skinning animation, no nothing like that. That was, I feel like, a little bit of laziness on their part. That's one of the biggest things. That's one of the biggest.
That's more gameplay than graphics.
No, not necessarily.
Well, I
graphics. When I think graphics, I think of animations.
I think of
cinematics.
graphics being the cinematics can go fuck themselves in this game.
Oh, they look amazing.
They looked amazing.
They're
long.
amazing. They're just long. Like
You didn't skip them?
I must have missed where the hell you could skip
Yeah,
that.
you could
stuff.
hold
You
circle.
absolutely could skip.
Holy
I
fuck
did-
me
when-
running.
I'm not gonna lie. When you were talking about
Wow.
it, you were talking about it before. I'm like, cutscenes? Why did this man not skip the cutscenes? It's like, okay. Thought it was a choice.
You mean I could have skipped through all that crap?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Dude, oh my god, I was so freaking irritated. I'm like, another cinematic. God damn, I've only been playing 5 minutes, and I'm already back into a 15-minute cinematic.
I agree. I will say that. Not everything needs to be a cinematic. Not everything needs to be a cinematic. You can just have the characters in game,
Talking to each other.
just talk voice lines. You don't have to have it all animated.
It's like they break your goddamn concentration with this shit.
It's like half their budget went into animation.
And that looks good.
It doesn't.
I'm
not gonna lie,
I won't.
good.
Yeah,
I
I won't knock them on it that it doesn't look good because it does. But my God, there's too
I
much.
think Ubisoft needs to stay away from games, and they might need to go into the
Animation.
filmmaking.
Yeah.
Anime.
I'm not gonna lie,
they
they are typically very good about their animations and their mocapping and everything because it's always fairly well done. I'm not gonna lie. I've never sat there and been like, My biggest gripe with this game is the fact that that person's hand is not moving correctly when using a sword. It still looks good, right?
Yeah.
Especially like if you're a parry or anything like that. It's like little shunt. That's the word I was looking for.
Oh.
The other thing I really do
So it's
like,
pretty decent.
and I feel like this goes for the RPG side of it, you have your hood up, you have your hood down, whether or not you wanted to go clean shaven or have the beard and stuff. It all looked amazing together,
Yeah.
The way I ran my game was I had the beard, the long hair, and I had my hood up. And, more times than not, when you have something like happening, you'll have hair sticking through the hood.
Yeah.
Or you'll have... It all looked pretty damn good. And for what it was, and for what time period it was in, they made it look really damn good.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks great. I mean, I ran bike, not my bike, no hood, hair out. Fuck you. I didn't feel like an assassin in this game, and I get that's the whole point because you're not an assassin yet, but you're becoming one. But even then, even towards the end of the game, I still was like,
they did miss one thing at the pyramids.
Hmm.
They missed a huge thing at the pyramids.
What's that?
I specifically looked down, and it was just sand. Missed a huge part of the...
Well, why don't you enlighten us?
The actual pyramids, the ground in between them, is covered in camel shit. Green.
This was back in the past before a bunch of
Oh
tourists
my God.
and everything.
Oh yeah, blame it on the tourists.
I am gonna blame it on the tourists.
Jackass.
Who mainly has camels around?
Camels?
Yeah.
The Egyptians.
Do they?
Yes, not the tourists.
But they're there because for who?
For the for Egyptians. You have one area for the tourists that's outside of the pyramids, but inside it's all for the
I have
Egyptians.
to take your word for it because I've never been to Egypt.
Yeah.
And the way things look now, I probably won't be going there anytime soon.
But you got him.
Yeah, fucker.
All right, what's next?
I'm so graphics. I didn't say shit.
Fuck you.
Well, with that being said, we're out of time.
Well, yeah, we are definitely
we're
out of
actually
time.
getting close. But no, I genuinely it's been nothing but an upgrade. Like every Assassin's Creed has absolutely improved in terms of graphics.
Yeah.
They have not gone backwards like a lot of other games do sometimes.
Yes.
They have persistently gotten better with the fidelity, textures, in general. Like they added oh my God, I don't even know if you do have it on the console version. Maybe you do on next gen or current gen, I guess now.
What?
The volumetric lighting within smoke textures and things like that for Black Flag, specifically with referencing Black Flag in terms of for this.
Talk about Origins. We're going back to Black Flag. We talk about Black Flag. We talk about Origins.
Anyway,
because we're making comparisons.
You can't compare a game to nothing.
Okay, hold on.
Anyway.
Remember when you were saying we were comparing
just
apples to
going.
oranges when we were comparing different games to each other?
Yeah.
Now these are the same games.
Just keep not
apples to apples. Comparing apples to apples.
Keep going.
And this apple that I'm talking about, the fidelity that the smoke plume from a black powdered pistol that created looked damn good. It looked very realistic. I was like, that's awesome. That's great. And then going back to Origins, there's no black powder weaponry or anything like that, but you do have
smoke bomb.
Smoke bombs technically, and there are fire bombs too. The fire textures that they have look really good.
And you know, I
I'm
will
not
say
gonna lie,
this.
the depth and contrast of
What
these colors.
console or what did you play it on PC?
Played on PC.
Of course, you played it on PC.
I
Are you
played.
smoking something?
I played, and this isn't sponsored or anything, but this is just how I play video games when I'm busy. I play the Game Pass through Backbone. And the graphics, you would think, you know, playing on a phone, you'd lose some graphics.
I don't think you would with phones nowadays, at least.
Yeah.
But,
I realize these
you
are
know,
4K displays sometimes. I say
the graphics on the Backbone while I'm playing, I don't lose frame rate, I don't lose graphics, I don't lose anything like that. Basically, anything that I can have on my Xbox Series S, I have on my phone.
You gotta realize you're playing the game through the cloud.
Yeah.
That's why.
Good lord.
But it's still, to me, it still looks amazing.
No, it's supposed to. That's the whole point, because the only thing your phone is doing is displaying it and making sure it's connected to the internet services. Your phone's not operating or using anything it shouldn't be, or that it normally wouldn't, to do that. So it is going to look really good still. That's my point. I'm not saying it's just like, yeah, of course it's going to look good.
Yeah.
But we're getting. I mean, honestly, I got through the game. You're close enough.
Yeah.
I say close enough.
I'm not.
He's halfway through.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked enough about this game, I think. Right? We feel comfortable saying we could move on from this. Do we have any suggestions for the next one? Because we're still talking about the Assassin's Creed series as a whole.
The thing is, do we want to go forward or do we want to go backward?
We could go in either direction.
Because the ones we have forward, we have Odyssey, Valhalla, and Mirage.
Mm-hmm.
The ones in the back, we got 3.
Let's do Valhalla.
Valhalla?
Valhalla's okay.
Yeah, let's do that one.
All right.
I only say it because I saw that on the PlayStation Store.
All right, well, looks like
And you're saying this shit's on the Xbox too?
I believe Valhalla is on Xbox.
Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla are on Xbox Game Pass.
All right, sweet. Yeah, we're doing that one.
Mirage is not as of yet.
Not yet.
As soon as
I think if
Shadows drops,
releases, which
Mirage will drop.
see more footage of that.
Oh, it looks
pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
If it's actually a good story with good gameplay, oh, they have done it. And also, I'll say something now. Something that's been missing throughout a lot of the Assassin's Creed games that have started to make an appearance in these newer ones. Brutality.
Yes.
Like realistic brutality.
Yes.
There's some dismemberment in some of these new ones. It is brutal. You cut some dude's arm off.
There's a lot of games missing.
Behead them, like the eye is fucking.
I hate to say it, Starfield's one of them.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, not every game needs it.
I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
When you got blood all over the place, they kind of need it.
We've got what? We're going to be, for those who are wondering, right now it is, for those who are live, it is Tuesday. We're going to release this episode on Wednesday, and then we're going to be recording Friday for Saturday.
There's no way. There's no way I can move on to Valhalla
that fast. Do we want to have a
I can't do
buffer
it.
in between so that way we can get some time to be able to play Valhalla and have a good take on it?
I gotta have at least a weekend.
I mean, yeah, that'd be a fair thing to be able to do. Since you brought it up, what's a suggestion to
For
fill
what?
this gap?
You know, we could always go back and I don't know if going back is a good idea.
If you're asking me to play another game besides the one I'm working on for mine.
Well, that's why I'm saying we go back to a game we've already played and discuss it with like new things that are coming out.
How about this? We take this discussion off camera, and we
stop eating up time.
Yeah, and we just surprise our viewers with what we come up with on Friday.
Yeah, we can do that.
I feel like that's a fine thing to do.
Yes.
We already talked about the story, so we're not going to go on the story so far. We're just going to go straight into thoughts around the shy.
Hold on, we haven't even graded everything yet.
Oh, are we grading?
Yeah, we're grading.
Yeah, we graded the last one. Let's grade this one.
That's fair enough. You know what? Fair enough.
Fire away, Chungus.
Oh, I'm going first?
Yep.
Or you're always the one to ask us. So that's why I said fire away.
You're the one that has the most gameplay in it as well.
I would rate this, especially by itself, not comparing it to any other Assassin's Creed game. It's getting a 6. Comparing it, it's getting a 5.
when you go to what I have played so far in the Assassin's Creed series, and I was very shocked to hear that this was probably the newest one I have played. Newer is not always better, boys. I'm giving it a 4.
I'm going to be going a little more in depth. Story?
Of
No.
course.
Okay, if we're going to go in depth, I'm going to be right
Yeah,
there.
we weren't going in
If we're going
depth,
to depth,
Fireball.
yeah. I'll
We were-
change it up, but go ahead.
Story is a 9.
Mm.
Everything else, a 3, 4. So therefore, my overall, it's going to, just because it's a great story does not mean it's,
Fun.
yeah.
It was
I got to
horrible.
give it a 5.
Oh, man. I even overshot him on that one.
My overalls are staying the same.
Yeah.
However, the story by itself, I could watch a movie on this. I could watch a TV show based upon
Yeah.
this.
You know what?
I
I
could-
could too.
I could legitimately see this being its own feature
Yeah.
film or a series with multiple seasons.
Yep.
I say multiple, like 2 or 3 seasons at most. But legitimately, the way that they have the dialogue, the story, world building, the environment that you're in, and just on top of it, just character development, it is phenomenal. They did a really good job with that. It's just, for me, it's bogged down by all these RPG aspects. I don't want to play an RPG. I want to play Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
So for me, that's why it gets so low.
Yep.
Take out the gameplay, leave just the story and everything else. It'd be damn near a 9.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my end.
It's literally the RPG aspect, the gameplay, the fighting, everything that could have made this game really great. They failed on it. And
I
that's
would
why
say-
it's so low.
I wouldn't say they failed because again,
I would.
remember mindset of when this game released.
They wanted the
It changed the gamescape for people within the Assassin's Creed franchise enough that they enjoyed it. While I am not a fan of the RPG aspects of everything, it was still enough to keep me engaged. That coupled with an amazing story, I was able. That's what I need to get. From anything.
I know, but I couldn't stay engaged with the amount of side quests I had to do in order to keep moving forward. You know, when I wanted to get, you know, when I thought I got through all the side quests in that area, and I'm like, I can go do this main story now. And you're still 2 levels under, and you're like,
Yeah.
damn. And now
Yeah.
I have to go. Now I
Find
have to go,
something else.
Yeah, I have to go to a different region to go do these side quests. And some of these side quests are still over leveled, and you're like,
yeah, because some of the certain regions are fucking really
Yeah.
expensive. Also, real quick, game is huge.
yeah,
It is a big map.
Yeah, that it
It
is.
takes so much time to traverse.
Yeah.
I think it's the biggest map to scale in Assassin's Creed.
I mean,
Yep.
it might be.
I just hope Valhalla is a little bit better than this was.
I have played very little of Valhalla, so going back to touch it up, that should tell you something. I did touch it. I stopped playing it. I did not get through that game.
Oh Lord, I think we're in for another doozy.
And it's not to say that the game is bad in and of itself, but again, it's just the we'll get into it. We'll get into it. We got to wrap up. Thoughts around the Shire.
You're first.
I
You're
know.
first,
I'm
big
sitting
boy.
here. That's why I'm leading us in there. Thoughts around the Shire. Again, due to the
Hey,
extenuating
hey.
circumstances,
What are you doing?
due to them lagging, I'm gonna make sure I go solo view with this. Whoop, get them out of here.
Oh, funny.
Hi. It's us. Nice intimate moment.
Just the two.
Just
of
the
us.
2 of us. So, as I stated last episode, due to extenuating circumstances with personal life and other things, I wasn't able to get the Cyberpunk video out in time. I've had to push it back to this Friday, which look out for that. It's gonna be great. Hey,
It better be if it got delayed.
a delay does, I got some extra time to work on it. That's gonna be great. I hope it's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be good. That's all I
Good daylight.
got. Who's next?
I am.
You are? Go on, boy.
All right, so when this is
It's gonna be
released, it'll be Wednesday. So tomorrow,
tomorrow.
for recorded land, for live land, it's in 2 days. But for Thirsty Thursday, we're going to be going around the block again with my favorite games. We are going to start getting into games. Jackass. How about you shut up? We'll take a. Would you shush? We'll take a stroll around the block, then we will start getting into I don't know what the hell's so funny, but it's got to.
Sorry, continue.
But anyways, I'll be announcing my schedule for the week. GTA, RDO, Starfield, and whatever game that these two knuckleheads are having me play. And we will go through that. For Starfield, we're going to be traversing through the Starborn again and starting our 4th playthrough. Yeah, 4th. You got something to say, jackass?
Yeah.
Give it to him.
All right. Well,
Hit any walls lately?
no, I've actually haven't been racing recently.
So the walls are safe.
Hey, listen.
Wait, were you the reason the Berlin Wall collapsed?
He hit it.
He did it.
All right. I will say this. You may be able to beat me in any other game.
But you can't beat me in knocking down a wall.
Stop! Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done.
Oh, no.
We're done. No.
This is payback.
Sorry, dude. That was fucking funny. I'm sorry. That was really funny. You cannot. He's not usually that good with timing.
No, he's not.
That was really fucking good. That was really fucking
He's like the Internet Explorer of Nomad gamers.
Oh my god, he hit hard though. That was fucking great. Oh, fuck.
And you're like the Firefox never works.
Stop. Okay, finish your fucking thoughts. Finish your fucking thoughts, goddammit.
I don't want to do this.
Okay.
The roof is on fire. Let's bring us all back.
Hold on, I'm trying to think of what's going on. So those who are hearing me talk about doing the horror mod for Minecraft, that's more than likely just going to be like a YouTube thing where I record it, I'll edit it, and I'll post it to YouTube. But for right now, we'll keep doing Lonely Survival live. So I'm not too sure what we're going to do on that. For Lonely Survival coming out, we're going to be making chance cubes in the game. We're going to be updating our tools. I also learned that they are bringing those mod packs to Bedrock
Really?
Edition.
Really?
So, like, you can buy Tinker's Construct for 1,000 Minecoin. Did
you just say buy?
Yes.
That's not modding. That's a scam, and that's Microsoft being lazy. Mojang Microsoft being lazy. That is besides the point. Let me not interrupt your thoughts around the Shire. Please continue, my fellow Gnomie.
But what I was trying to say is, you know, we've been wanting to play Minecraft. We wanted to get Godfather into those modded sessions with us. Now we can. Because we could go in and buy those mod packs, and then we can put them together.
We keep it a buck with you, Chief. And once he gets a gaming setup for PC, we're just gonna download them for free.
Yeah, fair.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Fair.
I would never pay for a mod.
Fair. All right, but you know that's what I got going on right now. I will be talking to a couple of my friends. Maybe we'll get some racing in for like 2-player career or not, and not crashing into a wall.
We'll see.
I would like to see you try to at least make one lap around at a good pace.
You can in NASCAR.
Sure can.
You just go in a circle, dude.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you just go in a circle. That's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy. I can do that.
All you do is do a left-hand turn.
Exactly.
Any idiot can do that.
Yeah, obviously. But no, that's pretty much it. So if you want to bring us all together.
Yeah, bring us all together, guys. We're one big happy family.
You gotta go first since you have to wait.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is Fireball. I'm gonna sign off, and I'll see you guys later.
Peace and love. This is Godfather. I'm out the door.
This is Kaiser Chungus. Ciao.